RPG body and four limbs all move. Today we want to introduce the animation of the Yodan. The monster can move by itself. The same we try to copy from Jim Adams' RPG version 2. Today I try to open chapter 13. The mapping, we can see a warrior going around a map. After chapter 13 opened, we have to compiler first and execute the program to see what the function is. 640 by 480 screen are opened. You can see a warrior can walk in 4 directions by press the keyboards up, down, left, right. Key can control the warrior going while the warrior stopped. If you're showing the idle state, you can see the map on the left, on the right top position. Okay, we just put chapter 3 at the right side of the window, and we open Visual C++ 4.0. and open RPG1 to go to RPG demo file folder and open RPG1, and as the RPG1 opened, let's see if the program is the same like last time we show. Okay, it's good. Right now, before doing anything, we have to open multimedia's animations to open to page 5 animation. This is standard animation. You see animation class, open an animation, and the mesh load, then animation load. Before object set animations, we have to use animation set loop. For Yodan, inside has 3 animation sets. The first is idle, the second is war, the third is a swing. But the only thing we want to do is walk. After set animation, before object render, we have to use object update animation as leaving end animation freed all the space. Okay, right now in RPG1 is chapter 8 routine and the program. Right now we'll replace chapter 8 by using chapter 13's everything. We started from winman.h, but in chapter 3 the winman CPP combined with winman.h. So we go to the top to see how we can copy it into RPG1. The C class CAPP public C application, chapter 13 class CAPP public C application, the same, the private and the public, and the end. In the public CAPP initial shutdown frame, just the same CAPP initial shutdown frame. The private C graphics, M graphics, C graphics, M graphics, C camera, M camera, C camera, M cameras already. The phone, we remove the chapter 3 phones. We don't want to type any character on the top right corner. And the C input, M input, C input, M input, okay. We don't want the keyboard and with mouse as well. C input device, M mouse, C input device, mouse, M mouse, okay. And the variants, no need. No trace, no need. The auto map, no need. The mesh, character mesh, okay. C object, character object, C animation, M character animation. This is what we need. We remove this one first. The chapter 8, M mesh, C object, M object with array 256. Remove it. In chapter 13 we opened only one object. Okay, copy and put down here. After this, that's a survey. Trigger, no need. Barrier, no need. The doors, mesh, and the animation, no need. M X position, M Y position, M Z position. We need this one. In chapter 8, the Yodan never move. Only the camera are moving, showing dynamic joins for 256 Yodans surrounding within 2,000 meters radius over squares. But right now we're showing the Yodans were moving. So we need the object move to move the Yodan to different place, actually along a direction. The dynamic join animation of Yodan, the hand, the tail, the neck, the head were moving all the ways according to the animation sets. So we need to define the specified position SYZ of the object. So we need these three variables. Okay, that's it for the winman.h. So we save it and go back to winman. Start it from CAPP. Okay, in 13 the resolution of the window. Width is 640, height is 480. We don't need to change this one because in the beginning of initial, we still has to define the resolution. And then we go in initial. In our websites, we put Yodan's version 2, RPG version 2, totally 16 chapters, and the Genko on the websites for download. If you download, then move Genko to the C drive, and then we can code graphics or code system, whatever's using the new. Actually, it is original Gencodes. The difference between the old Genko and the copied Genko is simply because Yodan's Genko cannot get full screen, but better for dynamic drawing, for animation. So we follow the spirit of chapter 13, initial, set mode, and the perspective. But we still to use this program. How can we do without full screen? So we have to remove full screen. The width, we give the actual width 1092. It's better to show in here. Press the right button and choose the resolution. You can see 1920 by 1080. So here should be 1920 and 1080. In height, this is 16 to 9 aspect ratio. The same will divide 1920 1080 and aspect ratios width divided by height and perspective. Okay, so the window setting, okay, we save all first. Then go to the next step. The next step, show mouse. In here, show mouse, okay. And next one, input initial. The device of direct input. Input initial is okay. And next line is mouse create. Here is keyboard create and mouse create. We don't open keyboard in RPG1, so forget keyboard create. Continue. Continue the programs of RPG1. Open the 256 Yodans. We just remove it by star and slash. At the beginning with slash and the star. The instructions will become green. They are removed. then we can see in chapter 3, after mouse create the terrain mesh, no need. The no trees mesh, no need. Automap create, automap set window, don't need. The load character datas, that's what we need. The mesh load, the animation load, animation say loop, animation say loop object create. This is all what we need. And the positions of the object, of the objects, we need as well. So we copy all of it to RPG1. The trigger, the barrier, the door, don't need. The barrier, the set animation of the barrier, don't need. So this is what we copied from initial of chapter 13 to RPG1. Okay, let's see. The character mesh note, the graphic and graphics from data file folder. The file name should be Yodan, not the warrior. YODAN. And animation notes from Yodan as well. And character mesh is here. In Yodan there are 3 animation sets. The first one is idle, the second is walk, the third is swing. We in here RPG1 we use walk only. So remove the idle instructions. Character animation dot say loop walk. The same character create graphic character mesh, the same. These 2 lines is new animation. These 2 lines similar to mesh loads, and object create the same. For dynamic joins, we load mesh from Yodan first, and then we have to load animation load the animation set, and then set animation loop. These 2 lights we introduced from last PowerPoint already. Before we finish initial, then we introduce the Yodan's X-Files organizations before study to go into frame. We finished initial and the frame shut down. We go into introduce Yodan's .x meaning. In here, the chapter 13 put the original warriors positions at x minus 1 minus 800, z minus 800. So the object move in here should be x positions. Actually it is minus 800, and the mz positions in here. Should be minus 800. Okay, save all. Then shut down. We remove the object shutdown and the mesh shutdown first. Remove the chapter 8's definition. And to see the chapter 3rd, the chapter 13's shutdowns, the trigger no need, the barrier no need, no tree no need, the terror mesh no need, the character object free, character animation free, and the character mesh free. We need to copy into RPG1. And then the phone free, remove it. Okay, then mouse free to see here. The door animation, door mesh, no need to copy. The keyboard free, forget it. M input shutdown, we have already. And the mouse free, we have already. And the graphic shutdown, okay. The shutdown finished. Then save all. Then we go to analyze the Yodan's X file briefly. As of 0303 taxi 0064 in the first line, the header, the template as a schemash header, the skin weight template from frame bit 01. You can see 4x4 matrix, frame transfer matrix. This is original skeleton of the Yodan. You can see the whole figures from the name, the definition name frame. You can see the whole figures. For example, the bit 01, the frame B01 pelvis. You see here, other leg, left leg, the left leg 1, the left horse link, the left foot, after left leg, and you can see right leg 1, right horse link, right foot. After 2 legs, you can see the sprite of the Yodan, the BIP01 sprite, B01 sprite 1, sprite 2, sprite 3, sprite 3, and the neck. At the top of the sprite is neck. Above neck there's a head. After sprite, you can see after foot, leg, sprite, you can see the left arm 1, left arm 2, left hand, left finger 0, left finger 01, finger 02, and the left finger 1, left finger 11, left finger 12. The left arms definitions finished. And you can see the big 01, right arm 1, right arm 2, right hand, right finger 0, right finger 01, left finger 02, right finger 1, left finger 11, left finger 12. The right finger finished. Then you can see the tail 01, tail 002, tail 03, tail 04, tail 05. That's it. You can a summary. You can see the frame transformations from left leg, then right leg, then spline, then neck, then head, then tail. is all the skeletons transformation definition. After this, you can see the mesh of the Yodan with the 3D XYZs dot points, totally 464 mesh to create the mesh of Yodan. And from the mesh, 3D mesh, every mesh with one index from 0 to the last one. The last index is 463. Totally is 464. Started from 0. And 3 mesh can create one triangle face. You see 0, 1, 2 as index. You can reference to 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. These 3 can create a triangle face. It's this one. 3 means 3 points mesh surface. The totally surface is 505. Then divide mesh texture 464, similar to the mesh number. The texture is UV coordinate from 0 to 1. This one can refer to the texture Bmap, the relative position. So from these definitions, from Bmap UV position, we can get a pixel, the colors of the mesh points. Okay, the texture coordinates 464 to here. Then material list 505, the similar number to the triangle surface. After material, you can see the Bmap positions, the file name, material Yodan BMP, a texture file name is Yodan.bmp. We copied to the data area last time 2 files. One file is Yodan.x, the other is Yodan.bmp. So the .x file will refer to the Yodan BMP. That's the reason why we have to copy Yodan.bmp. Otherwise, the Yodan without pixel, it just appear just white. Okay, the next one is axis skin mesh header and the skin weight. Skin weight the same like the skeleton definitions. B0 pelvis and skin weights left leg 1, left hose link, left foot, then the right leg, the skin weight, the right leg 1, the right hose link, skin weight, the right foot, the spline 1, sprite 2, sprite 3, neck of skin weights, the head, the left arm skin weights, left arm 1, left arm 2, left hand, left finger 0, left finger 02, left finger 1, left finger 1 1, left finger 1 2, left right arm, left finished, then right arm 1, right arm 2, right hand, right finger 1 0, right finger 02, right finger 1, right finger 1 1, right finger 1 2, and then last is tail, tail 01, tail 02, the skin weight, tail 03, tail 04, tail 05. That's it for skin weight up to tail 05. Then the important animation sets coming. The first one is idle. Then is walk animation set. The last one is animation set swing. The animation set the same like the name of the skeleton. The first one BIP 01. The animation keys with 40 started from 0 and then to the 39. That means 40 4x4 matrix for each one multiplied by this 4x4 matrix to get a new matrix 4x4 as the position, the new positions. So in the first moment, suppose the record 0. The B01, the left leg, the right leg, number 1, the spine number 0, the tail, whatever's the skeleton, doing the matrix transformations. Then you can get a geometry model in one pose. At the next seconds, to go to the number 1 is 4x4 matrix as well. 16 means 4x4 matrix, and everything B01, the left leg, right leg, the left arm, the right arm, the sprite, the tail, all multiplied by this matrix to get the next number 1's pose. And as the pose continue to set to 39, the 40s, then the loop, animation loop finished, and then go back to 0, and so on. The the Yodan running always started from 0 pose until 39th pose, but you can still see the monster moving all the ways, the right leg in front, the left leg in front. Alternatively, the left hand in front, the right hand in front. Alternatively, the head will move, the tail will swing, etc. This is the animation of Yodan. Okay, let's finish to see the definition. The B01 40, the B0 preview 40, the left leg 40, the left leg 1 40, the left hose link 40, the left foot 40 4x4 matrix, the left leg 40, the left leg 1 40 matrix, the right hose link 40, the right foot 40, the spline 40, every position is 40, the spline 2 40, the spline 3 40, the neck 40, the head 40, the dummy 40, then the left arm 40 transformation, the left arm 1 40 animation key, the left arm 2 40 animation key, the left hand 40, the left hand finger 0 40, the left finger 01 40, left finger 02 40 transformation animation key, the left finger 1 40 animation key, the left finger 1 40, the left finger 1 2 40, the right arm 40, the right arm 1 40, the right arm 2 40, the right hand 40, the right finger 0 40, the right finger 01 40, the right finger 02 40, the right finger 1 40 and animation key, the right finger 1 40, the right finger 1 2 40. Okay, then tail 1 01 40, tail 02 animation key 40, tail 03 40 animation key, tail 04 40 animation key, tail 05 40 animation key. Then finished the definition of animation of idle. Then the walk, animation walk, animation set walk is the same, but it is B01 is 23 instead of 40, started from 0 until 22. A sequence of animation key actually is 4x4 transformations. As multiplied by this transformation, you can get the geometry, the new position, and the action started from the work started from 0 until 22 2, and then go back to 0 as a loop. That's the reason why we have set animation loop. So the rest all the same. We just go fast. And a leg 1, and a foot, right leg 1, right horse link, right foot, sprite 1, sprite 2, sprite 3, sprite neck, head, dummy, left arm 1, left arm 2, left hand, left finger 0, left finger 0 1, left finger 0 2, left finger 1, left finger 1 1, left finger 1 2, right arm 1, right arm 2, right hand, right finger 0, right finger 0 1, right finger 0 2, right finger 1, right finger 1 1, right finger 1 2, tail 0 1, tail 0 2, tail 0 3, tail 0 4, tail 0 5, end of work. Then you can see the third and the last animation set, swing, coming. Start from beat 0 1 animation. The swing, the action is 12. The sequence with 12 steps started from 0 until 11 is 4x4 matrix as well. The loop started from 0 until 11 and then go back to 0. Only 12 movements. Okay, let's see quickly. The B01, the B01 pelvis, the left leg 1, the left horse link, the left foot, all with 12 transformation. Leg 1, horse link, foot, then sprite 1, sprite 2, sprite 3, neck, head, dummy 08, and then left arm 1, left arm 2, left hand, left finger 0, left finger 0 1, left finger 0 2, left finger 1, left finger 1 1, left finger 1 2, and then right arm animation key with 12 as well, and the right arm 1, right arm 2, right hand, right finger 0, right finger 0 1, right finger 0 2, right finger 1, right finger 11, right finger 12, and then tail 0 1 with 12 animation key, tail 0 2, tail 0 3, tail 0 4, tail 0 5, end, totally end of X file. And tail 05 is the last one with 12 steps. The same, all the swings for every part with 12 transformation. That's it. For traditional mesh load and the object create without involve the animation key. So we need animation load to load this animation key, and then we have to define what to do. The idle animation set to use, or walk animation key to be used, or the swing animation key to be used, has to defined by the program. Okay, let's continue to see how to write the frame. The frame, we're doing the same. like chapter 13, to replace the content of chapter 8. Okay. In chapter 13, we have to define a speech to move the Yodan. The speech, how to define it. In here, speech equivalent to float, ellipse divided by 1000 and multiply 512. This is definition of speech. So we have to see the ellipse, how to define the ellipse. First of all, we just open the speech variable and copy to the frame. Just put in front speech. Okay, now we move speech first. To the first line. Suppose just here. Since we defined already, so only speech. But what is ellipse? Ellipse defined at the first line, first instruction lines of the frame. So we copy and define in front of speech. The ellipse, we have to open ellipse first. Ellipse are defined by onside alone. We copy it and put here. Ellipse equivalent to target time. Target time is the system's API to get the current time of the computer, and minus a timer. What is timer? The timer defined here. The timer, as you open the frame, define the timer as a static word, D word. The timer, target time. The moment you open the frames, then the instance to get a timer, we copy to here. So we have timer. So ellipse equivalent to target time minus timer to get ellipse. After ellipse getting, then define the timer again equivalent to target time. This is the way chapter 13 define the speech of the warrior. Here we adopt to define the speech of the Yodan. Okay. Then the most required, the most acquire. Here we need to copy the most acquire to put suppose in here. The most acquire. Then must read and go back to see the chapter 13. Then to get the input, you open keyboard. We don't need a keyboard. And must read the same like here. Okay. And then in chapter 13, he used the keyboard to press key ESC to leave the system, to keep page up, to do the automap zone, page up and the page down by keyboard's operation. We don't need a keyboard, forget the instructions here. And keep space, don't need it, to press barrier change. So these lights, oh, forget it. And the process movement, define the DIR direction by press the key up, right, down, left to define the direction of the warriors moving. We just don't complicate it. We just give the directions, face front directions of the Yodan. So we don't need to define it by keyboard. We started to copy from here. Define S move, Z move. S move, Z move is the new movements as the ellipsed. You see, S move, new move according to the speeds. Okay, this one we have to copy. After the mouse read. So we have to define S move, Z move. We copy S move, Z move from the top of frame. Copy. Okay, this original S move, Z move equivalent to 0. Then, after ellipse, how much the warrior moving or the Yodan moving. In here, according to direction, you can define the character moving directions combined with the camera's Y rotation. So we survey the radius, the Yodan's face. If you give moving angle 90 degrees, it's just moving the right directions along his view direction. If you give the move angle 0, then the Yodan will move by sides, moving side direction. So we copy this one to calculate S move, Y move, but give the directions. The moving angle with 90 degrees. In radius, 90 degrees is 157 floating. .57 floating. Just this one angle, the third 157. Okay, so with the speeds defined by elapsed, and we can calculate along 90 degrees directions to find how much the S move, Z move of the Yodan. Then continue. After the move, the barrier, we don't need it. Then we can update the character by original defined MX positions plus X move, Z move to get the new coordinate, and we have to update the new positions of the character. So we copy it to put down in here. You can see the original positions at the moments the character defines being put at X minus 800, Z minus 800 positions. So after the X position plus S move, Z position plus Z move, and to the new position. To the new positions, we have to set character object move to put these two variables there. So let's see. Okay, maybe we just do it first, and then to see it's okay or not, we put a little real. Then we can insert some instructions in between. What instructions? The object move okay. If the object, the character without animation, that's it. But we need animation. So we need to set animation. Set loop, after set loop, we have to set animation. The walk animation. Okay. So before the object move, you see the chapter 13, how it does. It just change animation. If S move, Z move, either not a 0, then we are doing objects set animation according to walk. Okay, we copy this one. Before the object move. If S move, Z move. If S move not a 0, then we have to do the set animation. If Z move not a 0, we have to do the set animations. This is O, anyone, not a 0. That means any movements we have to set animation. And there is another control variable, is last animation. We copy the last animation first. The original last animation defined not a 0, he defined it is -1. Copy as a constant. We copy into our RPG1's frame position. Static long last animation equivalent to -1. Okay, in a program here, -1 is not a 0, so we have to do the set animations, and we have to set last animation equivalent to 0, because it will turn around the next time as the going down to here, the last animation is 0. The 0 the system won't do again. This way is if there's a loop, not a living frame, just the inside turning. We use last animations to protect the programs doing object set animation only once. Okay, so give another this one. The animation sets defined perfectly. Then we can use object move to move the object to the new position according to the speed. Then save all, continue to see the chapter 13. The trigger, no need. Automate, no need. The trigger, forget this. And these instructions for idles, we don't need as well. So that's it. We have copied set animations of work already. Then position characters and updates is objects move as per 0 z-po, just the one we already written in here. We don't have the object rotations, so don't need the object rotation along the move angle. The program coming to position camera, and then graph set camera and the frustrum construct. Then to see in RPG 1, the position cameras use chapter 8, and the set cameras and the frustrum construct the same like here. So we say we'll replace the chapter 8 with chapter 3. So we just remove the definitions of the cameras. By these two lights, and the instruction will become green. And then position camera, we copy everything and put before set camera, and then we survey what these cameras positions does. The chapter 13 define the camera angle by means of mouse get x delta, not get y delta, only x delta relative movements, and multiply elapse and divided by 800 and define the angle. So elapse exists already. The mouse can work, so get a camera angle, no problem. And the camera points is from one point to shut to another point to get the direction of the camera. The first 3, 1, 2, 3 is the first point. Look down to S pose 0 Z pose. What is S pose 0 Z pose? The S pose 0 Z pose is the position of the character object, and the first point is with S pose plus sum plus the cosine camera angle multiplied by 300. The Y pose actually is 0. In here you can see 0, so we can remove the Y pose, and the Z pose plus sine camera angle multiplied by 300. According to the camera's points, we can have figures. The camera always point to the character object itself. So we can see the Yodans running, but the Yodan is always at the center of the camera, actually at the center of the screen. This is what we expect to see. Okay, the cameras, we have to open the variable. We copy it from here. Static flow with the original definitions, camera angle equivalent to 0 position, 0 direction. We do copy it at here. Static. Okay, so what else? Then, before graphic clear and begin scene, it seems okay. Then we have to do begin scene, enable Z buffer, and end scene and display. We remove the chapter A's 256 monsters rendering first, then copy everything from chapter 13. What's everything? Let's see. Begin scene, graphic enable Z buffer. Node tree mesh, we don't need. Render, barrier render, we don't need it. Character object, update animation, object render, these two we need it. Then we copy it to put down here. Only one characters. We're doing update animation, and immediately object character object render and end scene and display. And go back to here. Enable alpha blending to show auto map render. We don't need it. So end scene and display and display. That's it. Actually, that's all of frame. Then save all. And then rebuild all. If no error, then we can execute to see the results. But there are 2 errors. Let's to debug. Put a cursor on this area and press 2 keys together, the Control key and the F key together. Then 5 watt will appear on the screen. Just type error. We'll find error. Press find error. Press enter. Error, first error meet. We highlight here. He say mphone undeclared identifier. Where is mphone? We put the cursor at here. Just press the left key of the mouse. Press, and he will show in the initial. We create a phone, but at wingman.h we remove the phone's class definitions, so there is no mPhones in the program. Remove it and then save all and compiler rebuild all again. This time 0 error. If 0 error, we can run. Before running, we can tell what will happen. The first things, as window area with resolution 1920 by 1080. The full screen will display on the screen, covered by the sky blue, and a Yodan, the monster, will appear at the positions -800 and -800 on the surface 0 position. And we are running along 90 degrees, the phase directions running with the speed divided by ellipse. The object set animations, so you can see the everything moving, including the left leg, the right leg, the spine, the neck, the head, the tail, all moving. By 23 steps in loop, again and again. But on the screen, since the camera point to X-pole, 0 Z-pole, the cameras always put the character object on the center of the viewport. So, although the Yodan running but never moving to anywhere, that's what we shall see as running the program. Okay, let's run. Build, start, debug, go. The full screen. And Yodan's running, but always at the center of the screen, because the cameras always viewed on itself. This is similar to the dance Morgan Schaeffer, always at its original positions, no matter how hard it dances. Okay, let's change something to see the move, the actually moving of the Yodan. Maybe we change the cameras back to chapter 8. You can see the moving of the Yodan. Let's go back. How to change it? We just camera points, remove it. And then we open the original precision camera. The precision cameras move the camera at X position at a height 100 millimeters, with the camera rotate relative to get a mass Y divided by 200 to get the mass X divided by 200. The character objects original locate at -800 to see if the camera will catch, to see the character objects appear on the screen. If not, we can move the camera to catch the scene of the character object show on the screen. Okay, let's try. Build. We build all. Okay, 0. Then we set debug, start debug, and go. Right now, no objects showing. We move the cursor. Still not see anything. Okay, let's run again. Go. Okay, here it is. You see, it's running. We stopped the cameras. You can see the Yodan running according to its face directions, going and going until over the creeping pyramid and disappear from the screen. Let's do again and finish the introduction of animation. Moving fast to fight on the object. Okay, see it. His tail is swing left, right, and the two legs front, rear, alternative. Okay, disappear. Then the end of this demonstration.